The views expressed on this program are not necessarily the views of the Glory 980 AM, the Glory Media Group, LLC, WDDO AM, its staff, management, or advertisers, but are the views and opinions of the participants of the broadcast.
It's the Al Tillman Show.
Al Tillman.
Every Thursday at 4:30 p.m.
Right here on the Glory.
Glory.
Al Tillman.
It's going too far. You think we've gotten too radical with our message? Well, I got news for you. You ain't heard nothing yet.
In R. Kelly news, he threw.
And if you don't know, now you know. Glory, glory.
Y'all ain't ready.
With guest appearances by Miss Maylene.
Don't get me going here.
Tune in every Thursday at 4:30.
Put them hands together.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Al Tillman Show right here on the Glory 107.9 FM. Coming to you.
Let the show begin.
Let's get it on here.
Hey, what's going on? Want to say welcome to the show. It's a Thursday. Yeah, right here on the Glory. WDDO .live. You can tune in right now and check us out. It's a pleasure to be here on a Thursday. A little gleamy day outside. If you're in Middle Georgia area. So blessed to be here. I want to say hello to everybody. I want to thank our partners, our sponsors out there for making it all possible for us. How y'all doing out there in Radio Land? This is your friend, Al Tillman, the Al Tillman Show. Welcome. Hey, today is just me. If y'all want to join me, maybe we'll let y'all call in. Man, I don't usually take no calls because we usually have guests and I have enough on my mind to share and say. But we might let you tune in if y'all want to talk about the election results or something. I think we can probably tune you in, turn you up. 478-250-1444. 478-250-1444. We've been trying to do more with our women. Want to hear more from our women perspective on what they see and what's going on. So going to be hopefully be joined next week by a couple of our ladies that's doing stuff in the community, entrepreneurs. My good friend, my girlfriend, my friend from years past, Central High School, Linda Gray, who is now Linda Bentley, and I may surprise Linda with some photos that 25 years later that Linda still looks just like herself. Linda's doing some big things, so I hope she's gonna be the guest. So let me just stop right there because I already done made a mistake and said something I shouldn't have said already. But let me thank our partners, our sponsors, Unity and Community, Shekinah Glory Praise and Worship Center, our community partners out there, Coca-Cola, Walmart. Thank y'all so much. CMD Styles out there, Art Rages, Unity and Community, Tigger Entertainment, all our good friends. Did I say Coca-Cola? Have a Coke and a smile. I always say have a Coke and a smile, man. Ain't nothing like having a good Coke and a smile. Yeah, what's going on, man? I'm house hunting. Yep, this time house hunting. The interest rate is so high. I tell you, I don't know what we're gonna do. How things going for you and with you? Are y'all upset about the election? You disappointed? Some people are happy. I've been looking through Twitter, Black Twitter. What we call Black Twitter is these are African American Twitter. I don't know if some of these pages are real or not, but from between Black Twitter, IG, social media, some folks are happy about the election. Some folks are happy. I said it's time to go join a church. You got to go join a church, man. I don't know. Y'all want some churches to join if y'all upset? Jesus says, I am the way. If you think the election has made you so upset, I remember I was I was married and in my 30s, and I remember crying when Uh, the guy from Tennessee, uh, former vice president under Bill Clinton. Who was that? I can't even think. Al Gore. Al Gore lost the race to George Bush. I remember, I think I may have shed a tear because I just was so uninformed years ago about and just so afraid and scared. And that guy needed, if he just won his hometown of Tennessee where he was from, he'd be president. But y'all remember down in Florida, down in my old stomping grounds, Tallahassee, that's where the election was ultimately decided for Al Gore and George Bush. He didn't even win his home state, man. So that's why I'm always out here in the community working, trying to take care of my community. You got to give back no matter what you're doing. And I always tell my artists and entertainers and our team in the world of entertainment, you got to give back. You got to give back to the community. Come out and volunteer and do some good work, okay? But if y'all want to join some churches, I don't know where you're at. You're over in Greater Bellevue. You can join Greater Bellevue under the leadership of Derek Thomas Sr. Yeah, or you may want to join Greater Friendship Missionary Baptist Church under leadership of Reverend Dr. Stephen Summerall. If you like, I need to go to Jesus. Or you can see our friends and follow our friends. Shekinah Glory Praise and Worship Center, Dr. Stephanie Parker. Yep, you can go and check her out, 1311 Green Street. If you just said, I got to go join the church, I got to give my life to God, the world's going to end. The election just messed us up. You can go to Beulah Bible and tell Pastor Kelly, Carlos Kelly, over at 1010 Newburgh, we sent you over there. Macedonia. Yep, that's my church. Y'all go to Macedonia, 600 Eisenhower Parkway, and we'd be glad to take you. Or if you are listening, you up near Atlanta, make it native, Mount, let me see how you say that. Mount Ephraim. Man, Ariel White gonna get me. That's Judge Pam White Colbert's uncle. I don't mess his church up. I remember, I don't mess his church up. Dr. Ariel White, pastor up at 1202 West Marietta Street. If you want to join the church because you said about the election. Let's get into the election. I want to talk about the election. What we doing about the election, man? What we doing about the election? Let's see what happened with the election. I got some results. Here are the results right here. State races. I want to talk about Georgia. Since I live in Georgia. I mean, it's some outstanding races and things that's still happening. But I want to talk about Georgia. But before I talk about Georgia, let me do this tagline. Listen, we're streaming live on Facebook. I want to say, hey, what's up to folks out in Facebook? And all that good stuff. YouTube, Twitter, Periscope. Before we do that and talk about the election, let me put my headphones on because I think we got a caller. We got Troy on the line. I don't know if it's on my end. Can we get Troy? Troy on the line. What's up, brother?
Hey, nothing much. How you making that, brother?
What's going on, man? I'm sitting here talking about the election. How are you, sir?
Hey, man, I'm doing pretty good. How are you today, Mr. Tillman?
Man, I am hanging in there, brother. I am blessed and highly favored, man. We appreciate you for taking your time to stop and just call in and just chat with us. What's on your mind and thoughts today, man? We want to talk about the election. What was the results? What do we got to keep doing, man?
Man, first of all, let me say thank you, Mr. Commissioner, for all you do for our city. Seems like there may be about 4 or 5 of you. I didn't know you had y'all triplets or whatever. Seems like I see you in and everywhere that something good is happening.
Hey, man, we
So
appreciate you.
let me first thank you. And yeah, man, this election really has me disappointed. I'm so very disappointed in our people for standing by and just watching things happen that we totally have control of.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And I sat back and I tried to figure out what were some of the issues. Some of the issues that need to be addressed after speaking with a couple of fellas is some of the confusion with with people that had felony records. A lot of these guys and girls don't understand that they're still able to vote.
That's right. That's right. And I'll touch on that. You're right. You're right. And here's the thing: if you're not on probation and you paid your fine, and even if you are a convicted felon, you still can vote. And matter of fact, all you have to do is just go and register and go to the board of election and vote. And that's one of the things, Troy, that we don't oftentimes push, man. That we can do that, and some folks don't want folks to know that because a lot of this stuff dealing with incarceration, the judges, probation, it affects them directly, and they need to know that they can vote. Yeah.
That's correct. And it's not announced. Nobody's announcing it. And if we don't get it out and we don't announce it, it won't get announced. I mean, they got voter fraud stuff every kind of way they can. So
Yeah.
anytime they have any kind of reason that something's not being announced, they're definitely not going to push it. But we need to get this. And once we can instill in some of those people that have had those problems where they were incarcerated, that caused them to be incarcerated, a lot of that stuff comes back to things that's going on in the community. Some of those things are things that also can be changed with the vote.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you as a male and a man calling in to say that and be willing to educate the community just by saying that. There's no telling how many people you just help to say, I can vote. I didn't realize that. Or that need to go and register to vote. So we appreciate that. We appreciate you. But, African Americans are survivors and we will survive this. And I'm going to do a little breaking down and I'm going to talk about, everybody's just trying to clear their records up. You don't necessarily have to clear it up. You want to clear it up. It's good to clear it up. But letting folks know that if you are a convicted felon, you still can vote in the state of Georgia. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to call in just to put a little 2 cents in. And
Yeah.
as always, Mr. Tillman, it's good talking to you. I love the show. And just so thankful for all that you do for the community.
Well, my brother, thank you. And we appreciate you for paying attention and keep paying attention because the best is still yet to come. So be
Yes,
blessed.
sir. Yeah. Have a good day.
You too. Ladies and gentlemen, we talk about this election and what's happening with this election. Let me just tell you that I got some numbers. What's interesting is almost every Democrat on the state level that was running for federal office lost. Now, what happened was, you know, for years since Reconstruction, I mean, like back in the 1800s, there have always been a Democratic governor in the state of Georgia. The first Republican to come and become governor was Sonny Perdue. Yeah, most folks don't realize that it was Sonny Perdue that that since Reconstruction was the governor, and it seems like people are just showing up more. And so one of the interesting races is you could not have told me that Stacey Abrams was not going to beat uh, Brian Kemp because she had 4 years to get herself together, get her act together. But what I think that's happening is she's what we would call a polarizing figure now. Men sometimes, white males and women don't want to see an educated African American woman that's articulate in leadership. And it was the same thing that kind of happened with Hillary Clinton. That sometimes men, and it's usually white males, because originally I was going to come in here and I started doing the research and say, well, we didn't show up as far as African Americans and young guys, but yeah, we did. We showed up. We showed up. African Americans showed up. The issue with Stacey Abrams was white males, and particularly, and white females. Now, here's an interesting fact that I've looked at. Um, there was a race of for Attorney General between Chris Carr and Jennifer Jean Jordan. Now, the governor race and Stacey Abrams is at the top of the ticket, meaning everybody wants to follow Stacey. If you vote for Stacey, more than likely you're going to vote for the whole ticket. And there was a lot of women on the ticket. And I often say that it's women's time to shine. It's y'all's time. I think men have been in charge a long time and they've dominated the political realm. But a lot of times men don't look at women and see them in leadership or as leadership quality. So here's what's interesting. In the attorney general's race between Chris Carr and Jennifer Jordan, guess what? She received more votes than Stacey Abrams running for governor. She received 800,000 more votes than Stacey Abrams. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. That is unbelievable. Good afternoon, Ricky Crawford. How you doing, man? We appreciate you. We're sitting here talking about this election results. If y'all want to chime in, you're welcome to it. You can hit me up on the news feed here, or you can even call us at 478-250-1444. But I'm talking about Stacey Abrams and Brian Kemp, that the attorney general's race that a lot of folks probably didn't know as much, end up running for this election. I got somebody calling. They don't know I'm doing radio. Now, usually I would put them on the spot and just, y'all know how everybody calls me when I'm on the radio. I always just put them on radio. But I ain't going to do this young lady like that because she's probably calling doing something else. But let them know I'm on radio. But it is my cousin from Atlanta. Hey, I'm doing my radio show. I think I will stick to my plan. I usually, when people call me from on radio, I usually put them on speaker, Veronica, and say, hey, Veronica, you're on radio. You're on 107.9 FM. I'm doing my radio show. You're calling from Atlanta. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm great.
Let me say,
Thanks for calling. I'm calling you.
Let me say happy heavenly birthday to your father, whose
Thank
birthday is today. So yeah, I'm on radio. I'll call you back as soon as I get off at about 5:30.
Okay.
But say hello to everybody in Macon, Georgia.
Hello, Macon, Georgia.
All right, and you're in Atlanta, I'm assuming.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So we talking about the election, and we're gonna talk about how Atlanta showed up and showed out, and how these rural counties still letting us know they're in charge. But I will call you back.
We're gonna show up and show out again.
That's
okay,
right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right. So like I was saying, 800 and I stuck to what I normally do if somebody calls me if I'm on air. 800 more votes were received, and y'all didn't even know the attorney general race was not out there like the governor's race. So I mean, these numbers were just interesting numbers when you're talking about Brian Kemp and Stacey Abrams, where he got 2,109 votes versus her 1,800,009 votes. But in the attorney general's race, she's running against Chris Carr. She received 1,822 votes. That's I think I got that number right. That's almost 800,000. 800,000. Am I saying that number right? You know what? I ain't gonna quote the number verbatim, but she received more votes than Stacey Abrams running for governor at the top of the ticket. All these Republicans, Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones won for lieutenant governor, ran for lieutenant governor. Democrats got their butts whooped. And here's the thing. Atlanta shows up, Macon Bibb shows up, Savannah shows up, Augusta shows up, some of these larger cities. But what's happening is these people in these small counties are showing y'all that they still in charge because they're showing up almost at 90% in voting. And that's what's happening. They're showing up almost at 90%. Just about every Democrat on the ballot lost their race. Congressman Sanford Bishop won his seat. Um, so that is interesting. And then Troy brings up an interesting point as well, is that there are a lot of minorities. And here's the thing: white women don't realize that they were discriminated against and they couldn't vote. We talk about 50 years ago when African Americans couldn't vote. Well, 70 years ago, 75 years ago, white women couldn't vote either. They were discriminated against. And so, sometimes we just don't realize our power and things that we can do. And you hear a lot of these young African American men and young guys say, "Well, I ain't gonna vote because it don't count." Now, y'all showed up, but I tell you, and Ricky, you've heard this before. I'm gonna tell you something stupid that you never hear white folks say, that you'll hear black folks say sometimes. Because we want to show sometimes our white friends, and I got a lot of white friends now. If I'm with you, I'm with you. Y'all know that. But a lot of times you'll hear black folks say stupid stuff like, "Well, I ain't gonna vote for him just because he's black." You ever heard a white person say that? "I ain't gonna vote for him just because he's white." We don't ever hear white folks say stuff like that. But we as African Americans sometimes will say stupid stuff like, "I ain't gonna vote for him just because he's black. That means he's got to earn my vote. He's got to earn my respect. I don't care because he's black. He's got to earn it, you know." And that's the things that's happening with Senator Warnock and Herschel Walker. That David Perdue, who was the senator in that seat that Warnock took, the white male could not beat Warnock, and they were embarrassed because Georgia turned blue for Warnock and President Biden. So they went out and got an African American in Herschel Walker. Okay. And so I'm not going to talk against anybody, but I would just tell you that Senator Warnock is a Morehouse grad, pastor, very articulate, and is qualified. And for whatever reason, sometimes there's a group of folks that just don't oftentimes believe that we are in a position to be qualified. And I know today's subject may be boring because we're talking about an election, but if black males are articulate, educated, they don't qualify. Black females who's articulate, educated, and polarizing like a Stacey Abrams. And here's the thing that I would say that's unfortunate. Stacey Abrams is going to have to be one of those leaders that is going to have to uplift and help others. She probably can't run and be on the ticket as the number one vote getter right now. Maybe as a vice presidential candidate or something, because she's very articulate, she's educated, speaks well, has money, and white males don't like that. They don't like women like that. Some white women don't like uh, women like that. And so now, um, you know, I have a mixture of friends, but I'm telling you, when it comes to politics, this is what happens when it comes to politics. So I'm not saying anything that y'all haven't heard before, but we talking about the numbers, and the numbers do not lie. When you look at all these numbers, and when you talk about attorney general is the highest ranking law enforcement officer in the state of Georgia. And that means when you as young boys, and Ricky, you've seen this, when they come to court, more than likely the judge is white, DA was white, sheriff was white, judge was white, and then you're getting convicted and you want to go up and talk to the attorney general's office, you want to file an appeal, and you're nervous when you walk in the door because sometimes you may see one African American and you counting that one vote, but it's about your case, but you don't have anybody look like you. Now, I've been fooled and tricked and all of that. And at the time, I said, listen, if I'm with you, I'm with you. I stand for everything that I've done, but I understand my history. I truly do. I understand the history. My whole fight and my plight was I wanted a seat at the table. And so when I got my seat at the table, I understood that, I had to bring something back to the table, you know. And so that was my understanding. So here another person is calling. I'm on the radio. And so I don't know what she wants, but when people call and they call me and I'm on the radio, let me do this. This is Al Tillman right here on 107.9. Miss Sheila, you are live on the radio. We got you on speaker. Say hello to everybody. You're calling. And I always put them on my speaker and put them on radio if they call me, because they should know I'm on radio. How you doing? Say hello to all the radio listeners out there today.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today?
Look, I saw you on a picture with Senator Warnock and the other Congressman you had an African American and a Jewish guy went, and you only helped me out with the name, but you were standing there next to who you standing next to? Senator Warnock, and who was the other Ossoff. I've hung out with Ossoff so many times I couldn't think of his name. So listen, I'm on radio and I'll get off shortly. And you can go and tune in to 107.9. You can go to wddo.live. You can listen to us on Facebook, and I will be sure to call you back. But anybody call, I always put them on radio and put them on the spot.
I really need you to call me back, because this is very, very important. Okay.
So you want to tell everybody our business? You want to go ahead and talk? I just said I was going to call you back when I got off the air.
Okay, thank you.
I always call you back. All right, thank you. All right, bye-bye. And so, listen, that don't usually happen. We had two people that we put on air today. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, when we come back, we're going to do some entertainment news and let you know what's happening. We're going to talk to Miss Maylene, all that good stuff. And so, this is the Al Tillman Show, and we will be right back with, let's see what T.I. is talking about right now. And we'll be right back. This is Al Tillman.
Hey, what's happening, man? It's T.I., the King speaking. And as we all know, I've not always made the right choices in life, but I'm still learning and growing from the choices and the mistakes that I've made. Be smart and make the correct choice. Join Al Tillman, the Unity and Community family, along with me, T.I., and choose not to join gangs, do drugs, or use guns. Make the right choice, and you can have whatever you like in life. Go online and download a brochure today at www.unitytoday.com and tell them T.I. sent you.
Yeah, and tell them T.I. sent you, man. Yeah. Hey, this is the Al Tillman Show. We're coming to you live right here on a Thursday. We are streaming live right here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, LinkedIn, all that good stuff. I want to thank our partners and sponsors, Shekinah Glory, under the leadership of Dr. Parker. I want to thank Unity and Community Partners, all of that, man, Outrageous, and thank all y'all for being a part of this. Want to share a little entertainment news with you before we go any further. Elon Musk has bought Twitter, and Elon Musk now owns Tesla. And you can't go wrong with Tesla stock. I'm just going to tell you that. But Elon Musk is talking about laying off half of the workforce, or he's already laid off half the workforce. And so now he's talking about charging for Twitter. He's talking about charging for Twitter. And so you got some celebrities that was online cursing him out on Twitter, and he's responding back to him. So, Elon knows how to market himself, promote himself. And man, I'm telling you, I just learned watching these guys when it comes to marketing promotion. Elon, if he decides to charge, it'll be funny to me. I doubt if he's gonna charge. He'll do stuff like that to get a buzz from folks, and then he'll back off because he actually fired people. His first tweet was he's telling everybody he's gonna fire them, and he laid off some folks, and then the next week he came back and hired them all. So Elon Musk is a sharp, smart guy, billionaire. in his own right. So he's having a Twitter war. He's talking about charging for Twitter for those of y'all that's on Twitter. I want to say Migos Takeoff. You know, he was shot in Houston a couple of weeks ago, about a week ago. Takeoff of the group Amigos, and his funeral is going to be Friday at State Farm Arena. And if you're in the world of entertainment, you had to go on and do a request. I went on a request and see, I was accepted. You go to the funeral Friday. And so the funeral is Friday at State Farm Arena. I'm not sure if I'm going, but I've been accepted to go to Takeoff's State Farm Arena. If I go, I would just go to look at the beautiful Alicia Keys because she's going to be performing. She's heartbroken. She says this is just too much. And I remember her coming on there after Biggie Small was shot and killed, just saying this just doesn't make sense. But Alicia Keys is going to be performing at the State Farm Arena for Takeoff. A group of Amigos, Migos funeral. That'll be happening tomorrow up in Atlanta, Georgia. And so, I'll make a decision. Hadn't decided whether I'm going yet, but I may decide to go. What else is happening? Entertainment. This is a little bit entertainment and sports news. Giselle, who's married to Tom Brady, who Brady probably have estimated value over $125 million. Giselle decided that she wants to divorce Tom Brady because he wanted to continue his football career. Now they're getting a divorce, and guess what? Now this is funny to me. She is gonna move out, and she's buying a house across the street from Tom Brady for $11.5 million. The house is right across the street. I mean, boy, if women know how to antagonize a man, you know, because she's got his children, and I could just imagine he wants to be respectful. You always want to be respectful to your baby's mother, and then, but she's gonna be antagonizing because she's gonna have guests, and boy, I just tell you, Tom is probably gonna retire after this year, but she's gonna move across the street. And he's building now. She's moving across the street, and this is down in Miami Beach, where he's building a home, but she's buying a home across the street from him for $11.5 million. So that's part of our entertainment news. Kanye West has worked out a deal with Adidas. They're gonna keep selling the shoe, but he's not gonna get any money. They've written him a letter and a statement. And all of that to mind, let me go back to local races. I want to talk about local races because there's going to be a runoff on December 6th. It looks like Senator Warnock and Herschel Walker is going to be in a runoff. The election is going to take place on December 6th. Also, locally, the water board race had like 5 candidates. That's going to be a runoff in that. Desmond Brown and Dr. Lindsay Holliday, which I know both of those guys. Grew up with Desmond, went to school with Desmond. Doc Holliday is a good friend. We've had lunch many a times. He and I used to go to Kiwanis Club. He used to take me to the Kiwanis and all that. And I know Doc Holliday very, very well. Know Desmond very, very well. In the runoff, people call and ask me, we probably just gonna sit still on that race and just let them do whatever. And I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna just leave it like that. All right. So want to say thank you, Ricky and Troy and Gene and Stacy and all of you that's checking in. Let's see what we got going on. I think when we come back, what we gonna do? Talk to Miss Maylene. Well, I guess we could talk to Miss Maylene because I want to get into a couple of things. Women, it's y'all's time in leadership and entrepreneurship. Y'all gotta let us know what's happening with y'all, man. All right, and so want to try to support our women, especially when they're out there doing some stuff in the community and representing the leadership brand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Al Tillman, and we'll be right back with Miss Maylene. Y'all stick and stay. Don't go nowhere. Okay.
The reason I actually wanted to come out today is not to take questions, but to speak to an issue that obviously has gotten a lot of attention over the course of the last week.
The revolution will not be televised. It's happening right now in the hearts of the youth. In today's news, Sammy Davis Jr. was murdered in front of the Kroger.
Presidential candidate Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton announced
Last night in an Orlando nightclub, the Black Lives Matter movement continues to gain momentum.
Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, okay, all lives matter. What really matters to the red lives matter, blue lives matter, green lives matter. What really matters? Hey, I'm not a panther, although I'm kind of pantherish. My dad taught me long time ago how to handle shit. You got a problem with a man, you try to talk it out. But if he put his hands on you, try to knock him out. Y'all say stop the violence, I say we'll start the money. Cause if they need or want it, that's when they resort to gunning. All your skin folks ain't your kin folks, it's plain to see. Cause I got white friends and some black enemies. Don't matter who's in the house, Bernie or Hillary, or even Donald Trump. If we still killing, we poor economics make poor people make poor decisions. We starting to lose our faith now. Poor religion. On May 7th, I made a couple of stacks. Then sugar passed. So did Kevin's dad. My cousin Moshe crashed. Yep, it could have been better, but it made me ask myself what really matters. Black lives matter, white lives matter, okay, all lives matter. What really matters? Does the cop lives matter? Judge lives matter? Does the thug lives matter? Let's go. What really matters? Cops kill children.
Yeah. I like that one. What really matters? Doesn't matter what season or what segment or time of year it is. It's always what really matters. All right. We're gonna play this one right here. We're gonna come back, Miss Maylene. I assure you. I promise you. Okay. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere.
Why are you killing one another? Your Uzis, your AK-47, the Magnum. Do they really fit your profile? Is that what you're all about? Why is it that you're not concerned with your education? Where will you be 20 years from now? Why must you become involved in a game? What does the color that I wear have to do with who I am? Do you think it's cool to wear your pants down to your knees? Is it okay to call a female out of her name? Why have you become so violent? What goes through your mind when committing a drive-by shooting where so many times innocent children as well as adults lose their lives? What has happened in your young life to bring you to this point? Let's come together and reason. We must rebuild our neighborhoods and our schools. Perhaps we must begin by rebuilding within ourselves. Together, we're able to make a difference. So in closing, I ask, why not, my brother? Why not?
Why not, my brother? Why not? Why are we shooting, robbing, hurting, and killing each other? Hey, you want to thank our team, Tiger Entertainment, our team family, all of our supporters and our volunteers that's doing great work. We're working on, we revamped our Tiger page, we're working on some fashion stuff. We was hanging out last evening up in Atlanta getting ready for this big winter fashion extravaganza. We want to do this stuff in Macon, man. We gotta, have some folks in Macon. It's a lot of beautiful and handsome men and ladies here in Macon. So we're gonna be utilizing some of our talent, Miss Platinum, to cast and do some stuff for us as well. And we're gonna be doing it. Michael Johnson is gonna be a part of it, and we want to do a big spring event. We're gonna be partnering with some of these designers and all of that. Okay. We want to be able to do all of that, okay? This is the Al Tillman Show right here. It's Thursday. We're streaming live on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, LinkedIn. You can go to the App Store or just check in with us at wddo.live right here on The Glory 107.9. It's that legendary station they call WDDO. You know what I mean? Yeah, WDDO. So we're gonna bring in Miss Maylene. Miss Maylene want to talk to her, see what she's got to talk about and say about politics and all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's everybody's favorite auntie. Don't y'all go nowhere. Let's see what she's talking about. Miss Maylene, how are you doing out there, lady? Miss Maylene?
Yes. How y'all doing, baby?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I likes everything about me and everything going on. See, with the election, Al,
Okay.
I want you to listen very close, baby.
Let me get close to the
Because I
radio.
want to tell you something, because you know Miss Maylene knows it all.
You know.
And you know I know it all. You know how I know it all?
How you know it all?
Cause don't nobody know your business like me. Uh-huh. Now let me tell you what it is.
I'm listening to your music
It's
in the
called
background.
amphitheater. The
Empathy.
people have amphitheater
Apathy,
and
Miss
just
Lynn.
don't care.
It's called apathy, meaning they don't care. Apathy.
What you call it?
Apathy.
That's what I said.
No, you did not.
Amphitheater.
Apathy. Apathy.
It ain't apple.
Apathy.
You said what you saying? Anthony Theater.
Apathy, meaning they don't care. Apathy.
Anthony.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm talking about the people that don't get out and vote
Right.
and care what's going on, but they always want something, baby. They looking for something. So whatever the word you said, we saying the same thing, Al.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
It's called amphitheater. Amphitheater. Apathy. Apples and oranges. You know what I'm saying about.
I know. Go
This
ahead.
here's Miss Maylene. I'm trying to tell y'all, and you trying to correct me on a word that you can't even say and spell. So just listen up. Don't say a word. This here's my segment.
All right, go ahead.
The people's got to care.
Yeah.
The little boys is going to jail. They getting in trouble, and then they want the judges and the lawyer to help them. And you can't help them because don't nobody in there look like them and care about them and their feelings. Because don't nobody look like them because they ain't voted for nobody that look like them.
Right.
And just like you said earlier, baby, it's just how the people look at things. It's certain things we say that they ain't gonna say.
That's right.
We get encouraging each other to vote ever since back in the day.
Yeah. Civil rights movement.
Before the rights and the civil movement was going on.
Civil rights
and trying to help everybody.
That's right.
So these are young folks, older folk, they came out and they voted, but it's just the white males and these women. See, white women don't understand that they've been discriminated against too.
That's right.
It was just in 1930 something that they were able to vote.
Right. Susan B.
And
Anthony.
so what people just have to understand is you got to start telling and raising your children.
There you go. Yeah.
It's more black folks around here than it is the other folks.
Well,
we wait for somebody to do something for us instead of us doing it for ourselves. That we can do for ourselves. All we got to do is get up and vote and do it for ourselves and do it right. And we don't have to wait for nobody else because we're going to do it right and how we going to do it.
Okay.
And so it's called apathy.
Apathy.
You say I got it right? Yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell you. I've been saying it right the whole time.
You got it right.
So you got to get yourself together. And Stacy, baby, you are inspiration.
Inspiration.
You're inspiration. And iPhone to everybody.
iPhone got to do with this. Inspiration.
You got to believe in what you got to believe. Okay. Everybody can't help everybody. Everybody can't save everybody.
That's right.
You say it all the time.
Jesus didn't save them all.
Jesus said, I am the way.
He is the way.
But they didn't all come to him.
That's right.
So with the election, it's over, baby.
Well,
I don't know what y'all gonna do down in where y'all in Macon, Georgia.
Middle Georgia.
Cause I done moved.
Where you moved to?
I moved to Tupelo, Mississippi, because I had to be down here.
Tupelo.
Close to this casino. Because it's on the water. Because, I ain't got to explain all of my business.
Well, don't tell it.
But baby, y'all have got to start appreciating the ones that show up and do what they need to do.
I do.
And if that's the vote,
yeah, I do.
That's what you need to do, here.
Yes,
because I knows it all.
You know it
Don't
all.
nobody know your business like me. See, me and Mr. Willie vote. We vote early. Now it's time for the war and the knock.
Warnock.
And he's coming back.
Senator Warnock.
What his name?
Senator Warnock.
I said the war and the knock.
You said Warnock. Say it all in
one. Where's y'all put it together? The knock war. War knocker.
Warnock.
It's war, and you got to knock on some doors.
Well.
See, you trying to tell me something. I'm trying to educate the folks.
Educate
on how to get out and do some things. You
Educate.
Got to vote, baby.
Educate.
You can't be scared of nobody. Because, see, once you go before the judge, you're acting all rough and tough, and then you start humbleizing yourself.
Humble. Being humble. Tell it. Bring it on.
I said humbleizing.
Humble. Humble.
Yeah, the same thing. Humble.
Humble yourself.
You got to be respectful.
Respectful.
You got to be disciplinary.
Discipline.
You got to feel it in your bone.
Can you feel it?
You got to feel it, baby.
I feel it.
See what I'm saying to you, baby? It's like Michael Jackson coming back alive. You got to feel it, baby. You got to feel the vote.
Can you feel it?
You got to want to do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 need to come back and inspire y'all.
Inspire us.
To get out and vote.
Yeah.
And this is how we going to do it. Play that down, Mr. Willie. And let's show him what we talking about, baby. You got to be able to feel it, baby.
Can you feel it? I can feel it, Miss May.
Come on.
I can feel it.
I can feel it, Michael.
Inspire us.
Vote. You got to vote, baby. Can you feel it, baby? You got to vote.
I can feel it, Miss Maylene.
You got to vote.
I can feel it.
Oh, yeah.
I can feel it.
Don't nobody know your business like Maylene, baby. Don't nobody know your business like Maylene. Calm down, Al. I got this, baby. I got to motivate them.
I'm just dancing. I'm feeling it.
I got to get them ready.
I'm feeling it.
For the Warnock.
Warnock.
You got to get out there and vote, baby.
Senator Warnock. Hey. I'm feeling it,
yes,
Miss Maylene.
Baby. It's Miss Maylene. And I got to go.
We got to go, Miss Maylene.
Y'all stay motivated.
We motivated. We got to go.
You keep them motivated, Al. Keep on talking, baby.
All right. Can you feel
Stop being apathetic and aggravated and apathetic.
Apathy.
Yes, baby.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? By Miss Maylene. Can you feel it? Yeah. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Can you see what's in the world? Come on. Yeah. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Miss Maylene, you got us crunk. We got to keep it going. Oh man, that is Miss Maylene. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? The runoff election is December the 6th. Herschel Walker, Senator Warnock, out of originally from Savannah, Georgia, pastor, is going down. Also, Desmond Brown and Doc Lindsay Holliday in a runoff election as well. The balance of power on a federal level in the House and the Senate is still up for grabs. The Senate needs one vote. So I don't know. I haven't been on CNN to see what's going on. But listen, man, before we get out of here, I just want to, sometimes I get into my spiel and my mood. We got to support everybody and one another. And what I want to do next week before the holiday season, before Thanksgiving, because I don't know, I think, at the end of the year in December, we usually, every year we I don't know, we come back maybe in March or April or something like that. But I want to send a shout out to Royal Science, Keita Maxwell, and Housing Authority. We're going to be partnering Unity and Community. We're going to be looking for partners and friends. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be reaching out to folks because on Friday, December 23rd, we're going to be doing our sleepover. Let's see, I may have it up. We're going to be doing a sleepover Friday, December 23rd. And it's a sleepover with youth and young adults. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a sleepover. I thought I had this thing. Let's see. I got it somewhere. But anyway, we're going to be doing a sleepover at Boat Melton Community Center, 150 Sessions Drive. What you're going to be able to do between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m., you're going to be able to drop off your children. You got to call a number and you got to qualify to be a part of this, okay? We want to be able to accept your children. Royal Science and Unity in the Community is leading organizations, and we're going to be looking for volunteers that's going to help out with that, okay? We're going to be teaching them some etiquette. We're going to be showing a movie. Going to be talking about gun violence and gang activity. And we're going to let you get ready for Christmas and Christmas Eve and all of that We want you to bring your kids to us. Bring me your children. Y'all know I did this a couple of years ago, but I did it at the house. I did it at the house, and I'll put the pictures up. I did it at my house, and I went on social media and I said, hey, just bring me your kids. It was during the holiday season, and I had about 12, 13 parents brought their kids, and I said, just bring their pajamas and you want to bring your sleeping bag and whatever. And I made a patio in the den, and we hung out with the children. And I've always wanted to take this to the next level and just do more children. I just think that is so fun to watch these kids dance and just have fun away from home and their parents in a safe environment. So this is what we're going to do, y'all. On Friday, December 23rd, bring Al Tillman your children. You got to call 478-345-0744. 478-345-0744. And I have another number next week, and we'll be displaying it online as well. Your kids have to qualify. And, we just got to answer a few questions. And we don't want any sick children. And that night, that Friday night, you can drop your kids off, like I say, between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. to us, and they're going to spend the night with us. And we're going to have movie night. We're going to do a lot of fun, creative stuff. And that morning, we're going to get up. We're going to hopefully try and give every child a Christmas toy or gift. And we're going to feed them breakfast. And you can come pick them up. Yeah, you come pick them up between 8 and 9 a.m. Yeah, maybe I'll wait up to 10 o'clock. Y'all got to come get them that Saturday morning now. Get them. It's going to be Christmas Eve on that day, and you can come and pick up your kids. But now we're going to accept anywhere from 50 to 100 kids or children. And these are Bill resident kids that we're going to be looking out and trying to help and just give back, man. It just been on my heart. Like I say, I did this one time at my house. And I had about 12 to 15 parents that brought their kids. And so that's what we did. And y'all, I can't believe this. This is the third person of the day that's calling. I'm on radio. This is Al Tillman Show. And Dre Day is calling. And we're on radio. Now, y'all know how I do now. People call me. I put them on radio. Dre Day, what's up, man? You on radio. You live, man. Say what's up to everybody.
What's happening, everybody? Dre checking in the city. What's good?
Dre Day is always in the city. What's up, my brother? I'm on radio. I'll be getting off in about 10 minutes. It's been a long day. Been in Atlanta all day yesterday. And we're back trying to get ready for the radio show. And Dre, anybody call while I'm on the show, I always just put them on radio and put them on the spot. And good folks can always handle it, my brother. So you already said what's up. Anything else you want to say or share with the folks, man, out there?
Yeah, y'all be safe out there in this weather. It's real bad. So make sure y'all tuck it in, drive safe, pay attention to the road. Dre Day.
Yeah.
In these streets.
There you go. Dre Day in the streets in Middle Georgia. And yeah, y'all be safe, man. And so I was sharing with the folks, man, we're going to be doing the sleepover on Friday, December 23rd, getting up to 100 children. Y'all can come out. And Dre Day, I'm going to call you back, my man, as soon as I get off radio here. We're going to accept your kids, your children. And that's what we want to be able to do, man. I want to give back just like that. And your kids can spend the night with us, drop them off on that Friday between 6 p.m., 7 p.m. And Royal Science, Unity and Community, all our partners, Walmart, Coca-Cola. We're going to feed the kids. We're going to play some games, and we're going to give them breakfast the next morning. We're going to get the caterers to come in, man. We just going to have a good old festive time with your children. Drop your children off to me on Friday nights, and I'm going to hang out with your kids, and that's how we're going to be doing it. Dre Day going to be there. Everybody's going to be there. The whole squad, the whole team, Danette, Sindora, Steve gonna be there, Platinum gonna be there, Smoke, you gonna be there, Al's gonna be there, Gloria gonna be there, Ariel's gonna be there, we all gonna be there, Making Housing Authority's gonna be there. And we just gonna have a good time, all our volunteers there. We're gonna eat good, sleep good, and we're gonna hang out all night with the kids. Don't bring us no sick children. If you know your child is sick, you can leave them at home now. Or you gotta be able to give us sign them in, give us a phone number. And we go from there. That's how we doing it, y'all. All right. One more time for entertainment news before we go. I want to hit you up with entertainment news. Giselle Bundchen Giselle, the famous model, gave up her modeling career with Victoria's Secret and all that good stuff. Is divorcing Tom Brady. I can't believe she's gonna leave in my homie and divorce Tom Brady, but she's gonna move across the street in Miami Beach where he's building a house. Ain't that something? Just cold blooded. You know, I told you some of these women just heartless, man. She gonna move across the street, her and the kids, in $11.5 million house across the street, and she's probably gonna make Tom pay for it. All right, Amigos. Why I keep saying Amigos? Migos. Takeoff, who was shot and killed up in up in Houston, Texas. Been to Houston, man. Got a fun place to go up there. I need to go back to Houston. Say what's up to Darnell Wright, my man up there in Houston, Texas, man. Flew me out about a year or so ago. Hung out on the boardwalk and did some great stuff up there and be doing some shows. So we're trying to get back to Houston. Takeoff when the Migos was shot and killed in Houston. His funeral is this Friday at the State Farm Arena. Performing. Alicia Keys gonna be performing at the State Farm Arena up there. Also, Elon Musk, who bought Twitter, says he's gonna start charging folks for Twitter, and y'all ought to see these celebrities on Facebook cussing him out, cause y'all know who got the first million views, right? Y'all know that, huh? I need to do a trivia. Who got the first million followers on Twitter? You know, it was Ashton Kutcher. It was Ashton Kutcher who was he still married to Demi Moore at the time? I don't know if he was dating Demi Moore or the girl from Charlie's Angel. But Ashton Kutcher received the first million followers on Twitter. And Twitter gave us and everybody a chance to see what was happening right now, posting and sharing stuff in real time. And so that's what Ashton Kutcher did for. So Elon Musk, he's very popular fellow, billionaire, bought Twitter. He's known for Tesla. And he's going to be doing tours to the moon. Yeah, brother is a bad man. He's an engineer, and he's doing made the Tesla car. You know, and so he's talking about charging for Twitter, and celebs are cussing him out. Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Before we go, I want to talk about a subject. A lot of times we give a lot of people flack about some of the things that's truly a disease when it comes to food, drugs, and alcohol. I want to talk about this when it comes to obesity. Some people have it's a disease, it's a food, and it's an eating disease. I don't bother or mess with anybody, okay? Because some people just love and like food, but we look at it sometimes as something bad. But those are things that's a disease, man. When it comes to drugs, we oftentimes pick at family or friends, but drugs are a disease, and we have to reach out and be mindful. When you're talking about alcohol, I have a drink every now and then. People just because people like to drink and have a good drink, don't mean they're alcoholic. It's a disease. It can be a disease. But we ought to uplift our folks and show them that we care, love, and respect them. And that's what you do. You give respect, you show respect, you love one another. That's it. Hey, this is Al Tillman. And let me tell you, no matter what you say or do, never look down on anybody. Why? Because only God is that high. This is Al Tillman. We'll see you next time, same station right here on WDDO, legendary station. I'm Al Tillman. Y'all be blessed. Be blessed. Be blessed. Yeah.
It's the Al Tillman Show.
Al Tillman. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Al Tillman Show right here on The Glory.
Glory, glory!
Every Thursday at 4:30 p.m.
I appreciate folks tuning in.
Yeah, y'all just act like I'm just not him.
Tune in to
WDDO.live. That's what's happening.
A blast off of entertainment and community news.
And everything.
Yeah, that's some good information.
Can I get a witness up in here?
Yes, baby. Because they know I don't play him.
Straight Streaming live on your smart devices and all social media platforms. Tune in on the iconic WDDO.
Each and every
Thursday, 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Featuring Miss Maylene.
You know I know some things, Dave.
right here on 107.9, The Glory.
The Al Tillman Show. Every Thursday. Don't miss it.
Al Tillman.
The views expressed on this program are not necessarily the views of the Glory 980 AM, the Glory Media Group, LLC, WDDO AM, its staff, management, or advertisers, but are the views and opinions of the participants of the broadcast.